Hello, and welcome to the Northern Kentucky University Career Services video on preparing for small talk and specific directive questions in your interview. When you arrive on site for an interview, it is not uncommon for you to immediately be engaged in conversation with those that work for the organization. Some of these individuals might be involved in your interview, while others may work for the organization but not be a part of the interview process. The topics of conversation can range from things such as introductions, the weather, current events, or sports. This is known as small talk. While at first glance, small talk may seem separate from the actual interview process, it is important to remember your interview begins the moment you arrive on site. This makes the small talk you engage in as you arrive one of the first impressions the employer and possible colleagues are getting of you. Small talk can also happen throughout the interview as you are transitioning from interview to interview, during a site tour, or as you meet others in the workplace. As you are preparing for your interview, it is a good idea to be aware of current events. How are local or national sports teams doing? Are there big weather patterns or events that have just happened locally or nationally? And other well-known things both nationally and local to the organization. With this in mind, it is also important to note that you may want to steer clear of controversial topics such as politics or religion, unless of course it directly relates to the position you are applying for. While these may be topics you enjoy discussing with your friends or others you encounter, this is something traditionally not talked about in an interview setting. By avoiding these topics, you are helping to eliminate the chance that you share something controversial that may conflict with the views of the person interviewing you and cause them to hold these beliefs against you throughout the process. Overall, you want to ensure you are prepared to engage in knowledgeable small talk during your interview. During your interview, it is also likely you will encounter specific directive questions. Specific directive questions require you to respond with a precise answer, as opposed to open-ended questions, which allow you to select the direction you want to take the question. Specific directive questions are often questions that specifically relate to the job and career field and are used to assess your technical skills and knowledge related to the position. These interview questions are often based on your education and work history and can put what you've learned from the classroom and your past experience to the test. These questions allow you to demonstrate your ability to take what you've learned from your courses or past work experience and apply the knowledge to their position. Some examples of specific directive questions would include, tell me about your experience with C++ programming. What is your personal teaching philosophy? What courses have you taken that have prepared you for this role? What is your experience using Adobe products? Among many others. When answering these questions, you want to ensure that you provide the information asked for by the employer. Let's look at an example together. For the question, what courses have you taken that have prepared you for a career in public relations? A possible answer could be, one course that I feel has prepared me for a career in public relations is my Principles of Public Relations course. In this course, we learned about campaign planning, how to manage public affairs activities, and how to write messages for news media. One of the best parts of the class was a semester-long campaign project. For this assignment, we had to design a campaign from scratch for a local business of our choosing. At the end of the semester, we presented our campaign to the class. Overall, this project taught me a lot about the components of how to formulate a campaign for an organization, as well as how to professionally present a campaign. This student could then go on to share additional course examples that prepared them for the position. If you do not have experience with the skill or product they ask about, it is okay to acknowledge this and talk about a similar program you have worked with or your willingness to learn the new product. Let's look at an example together. If you were asked the question, what professional experience do you have in public relations, but you do not have professional experience, here is a possible way to answer the question. Unfortunately, I do not have professional experience in the public relations field. Between a full course load and working full-time to help pay for tuition, I have been unable to make time for an internship or another job where I can use the skills that I have learned in the classroom professionally. However, I have learned a lot through the courses that I have taken. I have had several projects that have given me experience using the things I've learned in a way that's similar to what I'd be doing in a professional public relations position. I am also the Public Relations Committee for one of my organizations. While I am not the only one creating the content and making posts, this role has given me an experience working with others to promote an organization, as well as ways to implement what I've learned in the classroom. I'm eager to have my first professional experience that will allow me to continue to develop my skills and my knowledge. As with all interview questions, you want to make sure that you're being truthful in the answers you share. Specific directive questions are a great way for you to share your background with an interviewer and show them the skills, talents, and experiences that you bring to the role. Research common interview questions and trends in your field can also help you prepare for these interview questions. Career Services is also ready to help you prepare for your interview. To set up a mock interview with the Career Services mock interview team member, contact Career Services using the information provided on the screen. This has been the Northern Kentucky University Career Services video on small talk and specific directive questions. Our contact information is provided on the screen. If you have any questions, please reach out to us via phone or email. Thank you for your time and have a great day.